All right, the third, pillar of a good experimental design is something called replication. So, along with having a well-controlled experiment and random assignment to treatment groups, if you have solid replication, you're going to get a good experiment. So, replication is very simple. It just means having a large enough sample for your experiment. So, at the end, you end up with enough experimental units, subjects, volunteers, whatever you want to call them, in each treatment group. So, if you start with, say, 120 volunteers for an experiment and you have 60 volunteers in each treatment group, if you broke it up evenly, 60 data points will yield a great mean or percent no matter what you're trying to compare. Now, if we do something where, like with the sunscreen experiment, we took those volunteers and we put them in little groups based on their skin pigmentation types, like maybe dark skin, medium skin, and light skin, you're not going to have any control of how many will be in each block, so you might run into trouble. If we only get 4 volunteers that qualify as darkly pigmented, we would have to run the experiment on those 4 people, meaning only 2 people will get the copper tone and only 2 people would get the banana boat. And it's very difficult to calculate a meaningful average or percent with 2 data elements. So you really want to start with a large enough sample design so that in the end, no matter how many treatment groups you have, you've got a solid amount in each treatment group. Now, there are some numbers we want to focus on with good replication. If you're using a response variable that you'll be measuring quantitatively, meaning you'll be comparing averages and standard deviations and doing parallel box plots, you really want to have around 25 or more in each treatment group. That would be ideal. If you're dealing with something where it's qualitative data for your response variable, something you'd be measuring with percents, you need more. All right, you probably should have more than 50 or more in each treatment group if you're dealing with categorical response variable. So that's replication.